Raccoon on His Own by Jim Arnosky. In the dark swamp, a new day dawned like a sleepy eye, opening slowly. A small wooden boat floated, nudged against some mud. The mud was soft and sandy. A mother raccoon with her young came to dig and search for food. Mother found a crunchy crawfish. Two of the young raccoons dug for crawfish near the boat. The third young raccoon was not hungry. He wanted to climb. The hungry raccoons quickly dug up all the mud around the boat. With no sticky mud to hold it, the boat began to float away. The raccoon in the boat looked up. A chill ran down his spine. He was drifting in the boat, alone. He was on his own for the very first time, afraid to jump into the dark water. He stared back at the mud bank. The boat silently carried him downstream. The raccoon reached up to grab a sturdy branch and climb out of the moving boat. But the branch was too high. The boat glided under another branch. This branch was low enough to climb, but the raccoon saw the shape of a long snake draped across the branch. And he ducked down. He crawled to the other end of the boat. Downstream, he saw shadowy shapes, or plants and trees sticking up out of the water. The raccoon looked down into the dark stream and saw a raccoon looking back. His reflection kept him company as the boat moved along, through air so still on water so smooth. As the boat passed through a bunch of water lilies, something huge made a great splash. It was a great big alligator that had been hiding under the lily pads. Sweet, 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 came a sound from above. The raccoon looked up and saw 5 young warblers. Sweet, 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 the birds called down. The raccoon chirred back. 3 tiny turtles swam up to the boat. The raccoon reached into the water to touch one turtle shell, and all 3 scattered away. A mother merganser paddled by, leading her 9 little ducklings. The raccoon watched the ducklings swimming close to their mother. Suddenly, the boat bumped into another mud bank and stopped. The raccoon saw his family coming to meet him. He ran to his mother. And just like that, they were all together again downstream. Well, friends, I hope that you enjoyed my read aloud of Raccoon on His Own. This was a great story about reflections. And we are able to learn what is a reflection. Do you remember when the raccoon looked in the water and his reflection was looking back at him? A reflection is kind of like a shadow, except the shadow is all one color, like black. But a reflection actually looks like yourself. Like you can see your reflection when you look in the water, when you look in the mirror. There was also some really neat words that we learned. We learned about our Louisiana crawfish, crunchy, downstream, lily pads, swamp, a wobbler. We also had some other really neat words like scatter and stare and sturdy. Guys, I loved reading a story about the Louisiana swamp. We got to see some animals. We got to see the raccoon and that Piro going down the swamp. I wonder if you've ever seen a raccoon or a wobbler or an alligator or some of those beautiful cypress stumps that were in the book. Anyway, guys, I wonder what next week's story is going to be about. I wonder if it's going to be about shadows or reflections. I don't know. You're going to have to come back and see. Enjoying pre-K every minute of it. Love, Miss Shelley.